In this lesson, I will show you how you can insert embossed or carved texts into solid objects. To do this, you have to create the text in a sketch first and then use the wrap tool to convert it to carved or embossed. In the open file, you can see that I have already created a 3D object in which I want to emboss the text Made in Canada. So first I have to create the plane on which I will write the text. To do that, I will go to the Features ribbon and I will expand the Reference Geometry options. Then I will activate the Plane tool. With the first reference field active, I will click on the curved face of the solid object. Then, with the second reference field active, I will click on the midpoint of its top curved edge. Once I do, a plane which is tangent to its curved surface appears. Now that the plane appeared, I will click on the checkmark to deactivate the Plane tool. Then I will go to the Feature Manager Design Tree palette, I will click on the Plane feature and I will select the Sketch option. Once I do that, I will activate the Text tool from the Sketch ribbon and I will type the phrase Made in Canada in the text field of the Property Manager palette. However, the text is too small. To fix that, I will deactivate the Use Document Font option and I will click on the Font button. The font window opens automatically and I will change the size of the font by changing the value in the height field. So I will type the number 5 in the height field and I will click OK to close this window. Now I will place the text in the desired position and then I will deactivate the Text tool and also exit the sketch. At this point, I can hide the plane I created. Now it's time to activate the Wrap tool from the Features ribbon. Once I do, I have to select the sketch. I will expand the Feature Manager Design Tree list and I will select the sketch too. Once I have selected the sketch, the corresponding settings appear in the Property Manager palette. In the Source Sketch field, the name of the sketch I just selected appears. Now, with the Face for Wrap sketch active, I will select the curved surface of the solid object. Notice that the preview of the text appeared. Now we'll go to the Thickness field and I will set the thickness of the feature. However, before I do that, I have to select if the text will be embossed on the object or carved. So I will go at the top of the Property Manager palette to show you the available wrap types. The Embossed type creates a raised feature on the face. The Debossed type creates an indented feature on the face, while the Scribe type creates an imprint of the sketch contours on the face. With the Emboss option selected, I will type the number 2 in the Thickness field and I will click on the check mark to show you the final result. In case I want the text to be curved on the face, I have to change the wrap type. So I will go to the Feature Manager Design Tree palette, I will click on the Wrap 1 feature and I will select the Edit Feature option. The Property Manager palette activates automatically and there we can see all the settings for the wrap feature again. So I will change the wrap type to Deboss and I will click on the check mark to inspect the result. Notice that the text is indeed carved on the surface. Finally, I will edit the wrap feature one more time to show you the last wrap type. So I will select the Scribe option and notice that once I select this type, the thickness field disappeared. Now I will click on the check mark and I will orbit the view to inspect the result. With this type selected, the text remains in 2D form, but the letters are tangent on the face. So this is how you can create wrap features in Solidworks. I suggest that you create your own wrap features in your own solid objects.